Right, good morning guys. Welcome back to another day here at Northwick. Very exciting day here. We've got the new hats out for the first time. They just arrived yesterday. If I've sorted my life out, they'll be on our eBay store when this video goes up, if not before. And also, we've got our first video sponsor ever. So we've been very kindly sent 3 of these Boundary Blades by Boundary Blade to try out. So I've got one, John and Craig have got one as well. We'll let Philly G have a go and all, because he does a bit of electric fence moving, so we'll have a look at those in a minute. What else is new on the farm? So the 130's back from the other farm. That one's all been washed off and ready for summer. The carpet's gone back in. We've got the hay turner on at the minute. This one needs a bit of work doing, got some tines that need replacing. So Craig's gone off to get them. Seeing as I wash this, I'm going to put a load of grease in all the grease nipples, just to push any water out that might be sitting in them. And yeah, we'll see what else we get up to today. We're lovely weather at the minute, but it's supposed to teeth it down with rain at some point, otherwise we would be silaging. So I have got one of these, a Milwaukee electric grease gun. Absolutely awesome bit of kit. If you've got Milwaukee kit already, and you've got the batteries, which I need to go and get because I didn't bring with me, then these are actually quite inexpensive, but to buy with the batteries, they're not particularly cheap, but they do a hell of a job. So I suppose I better go and find a battery. Over to the battery charging station. You're fully charged. Awesome. We emptied the scrap bin yesterday as well. That was a good day. Put you in there like so. And we'll set to greasing. I think that Craig greased this up before we used it last time. But this machine's got grease nipples everywhere, from the top link, drive shafts, everywhere in between, lift arms. And then because of all the suspension and everything, there's a load on the front too. So we'll have to try and turn these the right way to get in there. There's some down here, look. Still does keep up with all the greasing when he has it over routing, but seeing as we washed it, I always like to grease stuff after I wash it, just because water can get into bearings. Better to push the water out, so. We'll get to greasing. Gus has got himself a stick. You got Gus, you bring it with you? He's off. So whilst I'm on the greasing job, I'm going to go down and grease up Luke's trailer that we borrowed, because they said they do that one every 2 days of use. We've only used it for 1 day. But hopefully the next dry spell, like I say, whilst I'm stood here in glorious sunshine, we'll have a bit of a session silaging, so better to just make sure it's all done and ready. So go on camera, adjust. Well done. Here it is, absolutely monstrous Roland trailer. I bought a cable for the camera for it, because it's got a camera on the back. The cable turned up, but it turns out the tractor needs a software update, so I might look at doing that as well this afternoon, because I think I can download it onto a USB and upload it onto the screen. I just need to make sure I know what version is on the screen before I start mucking around with it. So yeah, we'll grease up this one as well. Oh no, grease on myself. Oh. Yeah, there's the little camera, look. I got the cable, so it should all plug into the screen, but wasn't to be. Right, anyway, I won't bore you with greasing every nipple. I've also just remembered I've left that Boundary Blade on the back wheel of that tractor, so need to grab that before anyone drives off with it. So just whilst we're waiting for this to do its thing, what does everyone think of the new hat? Slightly different style to the last one. They're called a trucker cap, so they've got the mesh on the back. Adjustable on the back as well. Nice big panel on the front. And I've got them in this sort of lime green colour. I thought for anyone that likes the John Deeres. And then I've also got someone with red on the back, because we got some Massies here as well. Support the Massey community. So there are very limited numbers of them. They'll be on the eBay store. There'll be a link in the description. And if you want to support the channel by buying one, then you can. So we'll see how popular they prove. If they sell out, we can always get some more. Right, let's pick up this Boundary Blade. Still in its nice new packet. As I said earlier, the guys at Boundary Blade, they very kindly sent us 3 of these knives to have a play with, so we'll go and find an electric fence later because they've got an electric fence function on them. Be worth having a look at.
Yes.
Yeah. Got John sleeping. Back with the Tedder. What have we got here in the box? A load of new tines. So these have come from Southwest Fixing through Cramp. Need to make sure we get them running the right way because there'll be 2 different sorts, I think. Or are they all the same? Pretty sure Craig has stripped all the old ones off. Right here, look. A bit of a clean up. Just need to make sure I put them back on the same way. So, need that piece. That's rather important. Right, people can watch me struggle.
Try not to cuss and swear too much.
Right, this is a new tine. It's obviously a broken tine.
You do that or drink coffee.
That's a good idea. Now they come with 2 pieces in them. This bit and this bit. You take your tine, you put this bit, I don't know what you want to call that.
The awkward bit.
The awkward bit. There you are. Craig says the awkward bit. In the top with the number 2 on the front of the tail like that. You then have to try and feed this bit in behind it.
What you do is you hold that with your first hand, that with your second hand, and then with your third hand you put the bolt in.
You're supposed to feed that in through there and come out the other side, but it's far too tight. So whilst holding on to that, you take your minor adjustment tool and slot him home. Did you get that difficult one on in the end?
Yeah.
Alright. So hopefully this one will go on together alright. You then line the 2 holes up in the middle and take your bolt, which Craig's put a new nut on, and you fit him.
You did the fine adjusting tool, if you remember.
Yeah. Give him a tap.
You were tapping.
No, give him a tap.
Yeah.
And then the bolt goes down through the lock. I'm not sure you should really require one of these for changing a turn of time, but here we are.
Oh, that
No,
ain't gonna work.
you didn't like that. Trying to hold these 2 things lined up together.
Which don't line up either.
Don't even line up. Whilst trying to thread a bolt down through and hold it to the underside of this. Currently isn't going very well.
Almost like they thought it was too easy, so they thought they'd make it harder.
Oh yeah, it's got to be a 10-minute job pretty much.
If I hold that there, can you then tap the bolt? No, you won't screw it because the Allen key's in the way, but if the Allen key's holding it in place in a straight line, I'm hoping that the bolt will knock the Allen key.
Right, ready?
Yeah. No. We've got another one, Stevie. There it is. There it is.
Finally on. The one on the front I did over there, I didn't tighten up. Jobs are good and we've got a few spare ones. I'll start picking up broken ones. We did empty the scrap bin yesterday, but start filling it up again.
There's your torque rate setting. 12 kpm. Okay, so what is kpm? Because I've got Newton meters, kilogram foot meters,
Yeah.
pound foot inches, pound foot
Pound feet.
feet. So
No kpm.
what? No. So I had a look on Google, and it's roughly 2.5.
Something or other.
This is double, 2.5 times that.
Yeah, okay.
If that makes sense. And if that's not right, well, that's what it is. I was quite happy with how it picked up everything with the metal detector.
Yes, I did mention actually on the last video that we found all 8 of these and the clip off the stand. Heap of junk Land Rover. I was going to move it out of the way because it's right in the middle of the yard, but won't start. John's doing some cleaning. Phil's done a very good job of emptying this shed. We can not park in here again now, which is nice. John's just cleaning out his new cattle pen we made this year, which worked very, very well for fresh cows and calves. Hello? Having fun?
Yeah, always.
Oh,
Yeah, got some shit.
I was just saying how well your pen worked for fresh cows and calves.
Yeah,
Proper.
very pleasing.
It was a disappointing start because it had sheep in it for a while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. The greater good.
Can't win them all, can you?
No.
I'm having a push.
You want me to make the engine noises as well?
Brum, brum, brum. You can nearly bump him backwards like this. Is he going to make it?
Now watch me stall it and not try it.
Here we go. Whee! Into life. Heading downhill. Now he's going. So we'll start him just to move him slightly out of the way. What's happened to you?
Are you taking the truck?
I was going to take the truck.
Alright, I'll park it over there. I'll park
Yeah.
it on the slope then, mate.
Moment of truth.
I think it's electric, but I don't think it's the battery.
No?
Although it's dead as a fire.
Dead.
Yeah.
He dead.
When you turn the key, all the ignition lights go dead as well. Look, I've got nothing now. Nothing.
Yeah,
It won't even bump now, I bet.
He's got gremlins.
Try it.
He's off for a second time. Oh, he's gone. He's having fun. Right guys, I am in the workshop. I've just set up a little dummy electric fence here between the two vices. So got an isolator, bit of wire, isolator in the vise. We've got it all hooked up to a fence and a battery. So we're going to put the boundary blade to test. So here it is. This is the boundary blade out of its packaging. So it's in a nice red hard plastic case. Opens up and locks. So you need to press the button on the top again to lock it. It's got a range of different size heads there for bolts, so you can tighten up some bolts with it. It's got a serrated part to the knife as well as a just a normal sharp bit, which is one thing I'm not quite sure about. I think it might be better if it had just one whole normal piece of knife, but we'll see. And then also on the side of it, it's got a button that you press and they give you an indication of electric current. So I've also got here one that we use in the truck for testing the fences every day. You can see what it says, see what the boundary blade says, and we turn the fence on. First thing to say really is that that should be in the floor, the pegs on the bottom of that fence are there. So it's not really earthing properly, but it is working. So if we look at this one, we hold that up to the wire, how you use it. It's kicking out 5.4, 5.3, 5.5, about 5. Now we've got the boundary blade, and the way this works, it's got to be closed, and you hold this button, and they give you an indication. So you put it up using this part of the knife, just in there. This won't focus very well, I doubt, but that is reading 6. So on the knife here, that goes up in increments of 2, so we got 2, 4, 6 and 8 kV. So the other one was reading 5.5, so it's more than 4 and less than 6, so it's reading 6 on here, so that is pretty accurate. I was a bit dubious as to whether that would work or not, but it does. So that's pretty cool, we know that works. We can use that to test the fence when we're out checking the cows. Now, I just want to note, Boundary Blade sent me these, so I got 3 of them in the post this morning. They contacted me saying, your viewers might like them, would you mind trying some and telling us what you think? I said, that's absolutely fine. By all means, send us some, and we'll give you an honest review. So we're going to use them for a while and see how we get on with them. There's a couple things that we've noticed already that we might not like. One of them is, as I said earlier, that serrated edge. So you see, it's not focusing very well, but there's a serrated part and a non-serrated part on the knife. Whether or not they would be better to just have one clean piece of knife, whether that's something they're going to do in the future, I don't know. But yeah, the guys were kind enough to send them to me, so we'll give them a go. We'll let you know how we get on with them. I better turn that fence off. I'll leave the links for Boundary Blade down in the description. They've given me all their social links to put down there, so you guys, if you want to look at them, you can. I know there's a lot of other people on YouTube have used them and like them, so hopefully we get on alright with it as well. I guess the main test will be Mr. Bowman on his stock duties, checking fences and stuff, so we'll check in with him perhaps in a couple of weeks, see how he's getting on with it. In the inner sanctum. Just realised I recorded my outro twice without pressing record. So here we go again. That's all we've got time for, guys. It's a Friday evening and I'm going home to enjoy my weekend. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, then please do give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There'll be links in the description to these new hats. They got green or red. If you fancy one, then follow the link in the description. There'll also be a link for the Boundary Blade and all their socials down there. If you fancy checking them out, by all means go and have a look. We'll test those knives over the next couple of weeks and we'll let you know what we think. Thanks for the recent new subscribers. We're now above 8,000, which is absolutely mental. It's been growing really quick recently, and I'm very, very thankful for everyone that watches the channel and likes and subscribes every time. So thank you guys, and we'll see you in another video very soon. Cheerio.